On today's episode of the Command Center podcast, it's April Fool's Day.
Psych!
And we got Fred. That's pretty good.
It hurts.
Yeah, it did. It was the best. Make sure you check it out. We're drafting the Lombardi. We're talking free agency, the draft, needs, all these different things. We get into it deep. Then we got two truths and a smooth. Talking about our elevator pitches for prospects that we love. It's a jam-packed show, and it all starts right now. Welcome to the Command Center podcast. I'm Logan Paulson here with Santana Moss, Fred Smoot, and as always, we're presented by Big Bear AI, mission-ready AI for a rapidly evolving world. And we are in the Big Bear AI Command Center studio, and we are 22 days away from the draft here.
22.
And just as a draft tradition,
Yes.
I think it's important that we talk about one of, like, a staple of this show, and that's your 40 time, Fred. Because you lie about it a lot.
I do not lie about it,
You
man.
do kind of. So what 40 times you run?
Okay, here go the thing about it. I ran my 40 on a Friday. I went back in time and it was Thursday.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. So pretty fast is what you're saying. And then Tana, you've been pretty consistent with your 40 times.
Yeah, man.
Which is,
I mean, he basically saying he was a part of the Back to the Future movie before.
Yeah, before.
All I had to get to was 88 mile per hour.
Yeah. So it sounds like you did it. But obviously, like, because it's such a big part of our show,
Yeah.
Producer Amanda's come out and has done some research for you on your actual 40 time. And Amanda, where'd you get this research from?
Mississippi State University's website.
So a little bit of bias there. A little bit of bias.
No, Mississippi State, they do not lie.
They don't?
Let's see what they.
Then why do you
let's see what
lie
they had
so
to
much?
say.
I don't lie. I'm one of them people, man. I tell you the truth. It just sounds a little bit better than your
All right.
truth.
Well, Amanda, I can't wait.
So, I mean, according to the Mississippi State University's website, Fred's actual 40 time was a 4.37.
I don't buy that for 1 second.
That's
Don't
all
buy that
I ever wanted to hear.
So let me just say this. This is a really good illumination of one of the issues I find with the Combine. Combine, pro days, everything. Okay?
I did not work out at the
So
combine.
I remember this 2 years ago, this was. I went and talked to our college scout. I said, do you have a 40 time for Fred? And he said, all of our records were caught up in a flood or something like that. But I'll call my, I'm not kidding, that's what he said. I'll call my buddy from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So he called his buddy from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
The guy from Pittsburgh said, hey, Fred ran a 4.47, right? Which is different than a 4.37.
I tripped, fell, and ran that.
Yeah, but that's what they had on the clock.
No, I'm fast.
And so the reason I think this is important to talk about
Yeah.
is because our guy Carnell Tate,
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh man, he ran so slow. He ran a
4.5?
4.53 at the combine.
Yeah.
Oh no, is he fast enough? Yeah. I was in the airport, coming back here, and one of the scouts in Pittsburgh, like unsolicited, was like, dude, I think he ran on my stopwatch ran a 4.45.
Yeah.
This is an inexact science. We want to put this crown and shroud of like, man, this is the empirical evidence.
So you saying the only way to get a legit time is to run it at the combine in front of everybody?
Because that's electronic time. But when you go to a pro day, like when you go to Miami's pro day, for example, and our guy ran a 4.33, everyone in this room knows that there's about a 0.2 variation on a hand time, right? So if I go at the combine electric, that's pretty good to what it is. It's going to be a pretty consistent measurement.
Yeah.
Every time you do the 40 with a hand time, how happy is that trigger?
So are you trying to go against Amanda's research just because it's me running a 4.37?
So what I will say about Mississippi State and the source here, Tana.
Yeah.
Anytime you're doing a research paper, like I think back to my college days, got to look at the source. And does it behoove Mississippi State to lie about the 40 time?
Yeah, to make
yes,
Fred,
it does.
To make Fred seem like he was just this.
Does it behoove the Pittsburgh Steelers to lie about the 40 time? To me, 30 years after this has happened?
No.
All I'm
So I'm just looking at the source, Tana.
How many times have I told you I ran a 4.3 and you did not believe me? I said it multiple times. I ran a 4.3. No, man, you ran a 4.47. Like, man, I ran way faster than that. You didn't believe me. I was only 175 pounds.
I'm just saying. I went. I don't know how else to do it, Tana. Fred. I don't have Tana. Like I
went to another teams.
Went to the NFL people.
And they got hit with a Noah's flood. You didn't get it from our team.
I didn't.
You didn't get it from our team.
I got it from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But why is Pittsburgh going to lie about it?
How you know you ain't talked to the wrong guy? The janitor could have picked up the phone. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah.
No,
Fred Smoot, who's that? 447.
Yeah, no, all I'm telling you, Mississippi State will not lie. They will not lie.
I actually have a confession.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
This is April Fool's.
No.
So this episode is coming out on April Fool's Day.
Let's go. What's wrong? Let's go, Amanda.
And Fred did not actually run a 4.37.
Let's go.
That fool
was
better
such a
sit and
lettuce.
believe that lie. You hear me?
Let's go.
Lord,
Amanda, we through with you.
Dude, Amanda, you are in. You're in the club now, Amanda. You're in it. You made
like
fun of
it.
Fred. It's happened.
I like it.
That was good. And she let that hang for so long.
Oh my God.
We talked for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, hey.
It really does.
He like that. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to recognize me for what I've done.
I think the thing about it, if I'm being totally honest, is like you're my guy. You guys are both. I love both of you guys. It's awesome. The thing about you, Fred, is you will lie about anything.
No, I don't.
But in this one, it's like you don't act. I don't think you remember. It doesn't matter what your 40 time does. You probably don't remember, but you are insistent on running a sub 4.4.
4.3.
It's a sub 4.4. So like under 4.4.
Yeah.
So that's all my thought is, and I just love that it keeps popping up.
Hey, all I'm saying is, Amanda, that's a damn shame. That what I'm gonna say.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh, that was a good one, bro.
I'm through for the day.
I bet you is.
Yeah, I'm through for the day.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I can't help it. It's April Fool's Day.
Yeah, it's
man.
April Fool's Day.
Yeah, bro.
This the month of my birthday. Like, this what you gonna do? You gonna stoop that low?
Oh, that's why I should have known. I ain't even put that together.
I'm
What?
Aries.
I knew you and my mom share the same birthday, but she ain't a liar or a jokester like you. So now it just
You and Jason back there? Jason makes it worse, man.
You know, she ain't no liar.
Oh my
My
goodness.
God.
All right, Amanda, thank you so much for that. I
course.
really appreciate it.
Yeah, before we head into break,
Okay.
we are going to reveal the GOAT.
Oh, for last week's reads.
I don't want to hear.
So
want
the GOAT for this week is...
Oh no, is it Fred? Oh.
What?
Oh.
This is what I'm talking about. By time, don't April Fools me again now.
Yeah, you never know.
Get your goat, Shane.
All right, there we go.
You feel better?
I don't. But you know, that 4.3.
That 4.3 ain't gonna run itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That is a heck of a chain, man.
Yeah, I ran that 4.3, man. Mississippi
You
State.
feel good? Feel good about
I
it?
do. This represents Mississippi State too because of the reading prowess.
The reading prowess.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that. All right, well, let's get into the reads. Amanda, thank you so much for that lovely.
You
cold
just
open.
really did it for them.
appreciate
You
you
just
starting
really.
this.
So happy.
We appreciate you
April
starting the day off
Fools.
like that. That's the way you started.
And it got me too. It got me bad. I forgot it was April Fool's today.
And you were so like against it, like no, you can't trust them.
Yeah. And then it worked out.
And I'm sitting over here carrying less. Like, yeah, I heard him say he ran a 4.3 before, so maybe
It's
he
true.
was telling the truth a little
Dude,
bit.
April Fool's is so good. Because you were in it. You're like, finally, the moment has come.
That the truth has came out.
God, what I do to deserve this,
Psych!
God?
Psych! That hurt so bad.
All right. We got to can you handle these reads?
I think so.
You got
Let's
to
go, babe.
maintain your mantle here.
I am. Here we go.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1. When the mission is critical and readiness matters, BigBear.ai delivers proven AI technology and expertise to help safeguard national security and critical infrastructure. That's Mission Ready AI, BigBear.ai, official partner of the Washington Commanders.
That's what I'm talking
That was
about.
pretty good. Fred, you're starting to get a feel for that one. Giving Tana some challenge here.
You know, when you run a 4.3, the least you can do is read.
All right, man. Commander fans, your fandom just got an upgrade. Introducing the AAA Commanders MVP membership, where real fans get real perks and same trusted AAA membership benefits. The new AAA Commanders membership provides a chance to win game tickets, access to VIP events and experiences, and 15% off the Commanders online pro shop while providing peace of mind for Commander fans on the road. Already a AAA member? Don't sit on the sideline. Upgrade your membership or join today at AAA.com/Commanders.
Awesome. Great job, guys.
That's how you get a goat chain.
And that is, I guess, how you do it. Just excellent reading and diction and pronunciation. All right, so segment 1, drafting a Lombardi. I can't even read. Here we go. Powered by Big Bear AI, mission ready AI for a rapidly evolving world. So how do you draft a Super Bowl winning team? And it's 22 days until the draft when this show airs. Day 1 of the draft, 22 days away. And again, we have a ton of draft coverage for you. We got Drive to the Draft. Fred, you've done that show. And we've got Drive to the Draft. And we've got Draft Night coverage.
Draft Night Live.
I think you're going to be at the stadium.
Yes, I will.
Tana, I don't know. Are you at the stadium? You here? You're somewhere.
I'll be at
You're going to be at the draft.
In Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Are you walking it up?
No, we'll be there.
Just covering.
I guess the game day live.
Yeah. So you, Mitch, BC.
And BC. All right.
I will be here with.
We'll be reporting
live. They might as well let you walk the first draft pick.
Well, I've done one before, so
who's doing it this year?
it won't be the.
Nobody knows who did that. I thought if Tanner and B Mitch, they might well use.
Well, they don't walk the Goodell does the first.
You don't do the first one. You do the second. I did the second round. Yeah.
Right.
I did Federian Mathis.
Did you really?
Yeah,
That's right. I remember because the pronunciation.
Yeah, because they broke it all the way down. No, they broke it down for me. It was like the simplest thing ever.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Very glad you ain't had chick. Tight end. Yeah.
Chicaconquo. He's got quite the name.
Imagine having it. All right, this is your time to shine, and they give you the paper.
I will say this though, they do a great job with breaking it down by
syllables.
Syllables. They break it down all the way. So it's like even if you didn't know the word or the name, I mean, like you'll get it.
Get up there, Broomhinder Jenkins.
Who is that? What team should you play for? Yeah, so obviously we're going to have great draft night coverage. We got great coverage of the draft leading in. But in the meantime, we're going to break down this team's draft needs in terms of tiers of importance. Okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with where kind of like low focus, right?
Yeah.
Things that are kind of taken care of, like low priority draft needs, okay?
Right.
So I'll start with you, Fred. What position group do you feel like is a low priority in terms of, because again, right now, I'll say this before we start. I think
diamond in the rough, basically.
Yeah, I think Adam Peters has done a good job of like making sure we don't really need anything.
Yeah.
So this is like just little accents or maybe positions that need more of an accent, something like that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
All right, I'll start this one off with an unpopular pick, and that's kicker. I don't think. Listen, I knew you were gonna laugh. I don't think you can never have enough kickers and punters around.
What?
We got a punter that's getting older. I love Trish, but he is getting older.
Have you been workshopping this take?
No,
This is the first time I've heard you say this.
You just asked me a question. I'm asking.
But usually it comes up in conversation.
This didn't come up because once I got the breakdown, I started to think about it.
Okay.
All right, what's a low effort spot? And I'm always one of them people. I want to keep my hand on the pulse of the kicking game. I was always told by great coaches the kicking game is everything.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So I got an older punter. I got a younger kicker. I want to make sure I always keep some people rotating in and out. You say low focus. That's low focus.
Yeah.
Would you draft a kicker or a punter?
If they good enough.
I know some people don't believe in drafting.
I believe the way kickers are changing football games this day in age. If I had a chance to draft somebody, let's say like Aubrey from Cowboys, I'm taking him in the draft, and I don't care what pick.
And again, I don't do a lot of research on the kickers and punters in the draft. I don't know if you've got a big file on your computer with.
Well, I am a draft guru.
You are a draft guru, but the thing I have a question is, I feel like it's a really low hit rate for drafted specialists.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But I think the kickers are getting so good these days. Like every position evolves, and I think the kickers and the punters are evolving to the point where they're not just bodies on the sideline. They working out. They're getting stronger. They're getting faster. And they get to the point where now if you get to the 50-yard line, that's 3 points.
Yeah.
So, how many points does a kicker make compared to a number 2 receiver in a season?
It's a great point. Like, who was that guy who, like, for a long time, the highest scorers in the league were kickers. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if you're telling me this is one of the highest scorers on my team, I think this needs to be very important. And if we look back to any championship teams, they all got one thing in common. legit kicking game. Even just look at the dark dynasty of the New England Patriots. They kept a kicker that they could trust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And so, Tana, what you got?
So you saying low focus, right? Low
priority.
Just like
things that
guys. That's a quarterback.
Really low priority.
Low priority. I mean, you have number one, you have number two. It's always good to have a 3 or 4. You know what I mean? Depending on if you have a third one already in mind. So I just think quarterback. I feel like every year you see teams are just trying to get that damn quarterback. You know, they're throwing away picks, trading picks up just to get up high enough. And hopefully they could be a part of that sweepstakes of getting the best of the best. You remember 2 years ago, we had some of the best quarterbacks when it came out with Jaden, Drake, May,
Caleb Williams,
all those guys. Bo Nix. All those guys was at the top. J.J. McCarthy, like all those guys was like, teams was like trying to get into that pool of, or that first, 10 picks so they can get one of those guys. We in a situation where hopefully, for a long time, we don't need to do that. And I feel like right now, right now, we don't need that. So to me, that's low priority.
But I always say drafting a quarterback is actually getting future draft surplus.
Potentially, yeah.
So let me ask you this. Arkansas quarterback, Taylor Green.
Yeah.
Did he run a 4.3?
4.3.
4.38, yeah.
Faster than you.
Do you consider... No, I ran faster than him.
4.47, baby. 4.38, 4.47.
I ran faster than him. All right, would you consider late round taking a guy like that?
So I've kicked that around a little bit, like just in terms of like just the freak athletic upside. Like, would it play? And he's got a little ways to go from like playing the quarterback position.
But he has no pressure to play.
Yeah. Maybe. I think about it. I'd have to think about like the package, because if you're going to draft a guy, I want to use him in some way.
Yeah.
So is he going to be like a goal line package guy, short yardage package guy, kind of like the stuff you did with Cam Newton, that type of stuff. But I've thought about it, and it is intriguing because he is a freak. Like watching him in Arkansas, like him throwing the football is erratic. It's super inconsistent.
Yeah.
Watching him run around, and when he does make the big play, you're kind of like,
where is he slated to go at right now? Like, what are they saying? Like, what round?
I see fifth.
I saw a 4th round grade on
it went up since his workout.
Don't be surprised he getting one of those Shanahan offenses.
Dude, how crazy would that be?
It's just, I'm not necessarily saying San Fran, but one of those guys who run that tree, the Rams, you name it, one of those trees. I just got a feeling like, because it just seemed like that when you see a player with his dynamics of and the things that he can do. You just like, bro, like that is like, it's cheating if he get a part of the offense.
I got to find a spot for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of made fun of you for the kicker thing. I kind of made fun of you for the quarterback thing. And I'm sitting here, I cannot think of another low priority. Like, those are the lowest priorities.
Yeah, so we stole them from
him. Yeah, so those, I think I'm good with those guys.
I think the next one would be like tackle position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good one, tackle. Yes, because I think offensive line is probably, like, we're going to go through all the tiers here in a second, but like probably a medium priority, because like you can get a guard, maybe a center.
And they play multiple, they can play multiple
But to your point, tackle, like I think that's a great one, Tana. Like you've got Laramie Tunsil re-signed, great re-signing there. And then Josh Connor, who looked awesome. You've got a swing player in Brandon Coleman. You've got Trent Scott coming back. You've got Wiley who could play tackle. So I like that one too. That's a pretty low priority position. And if you were going to address that, for example, like just said, hey man, we need to take a flyer on somebody. There's a guy like, Markel Bell out there floating around. He can be a swing guy, develop for a couple years, maybe with that 5th round pick if he's sitting there. That's how I would think about that. Quarterback, we're talking, maybe a high development upside guy, free agent guy, that type of thing. Those are low priority positions. That's who traditionally address that stuff. And then again, like the thing is, like I mentioned Markel Bell there for offensive line tackle specifically, like he has the potential to sit in your team for a couple of years and eventually develop into a starter. Kind of like buy low, maybe get a high reward off it. Maybe like the Taylor Green thing too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can't think of any punters or kickers right now.
Well, Taylor Green, here go the question he going to be asked. Are you willing to switch position?
That's the most enticing thing about him. Like, could you put him out in the goal line situation and be like, and just say, be like, you have a 42-inch vertical, you've got 34-inch arms,
and you're 6'4".
Yeah. And so again, like we're talking about low priority and like how that would fit.
Yeah.
Like let him stick around for a couple of years, playing some different stuff, situational roles.
Very much like Terrell Pryor.
Yeah, I think that's a really good comp. I think because they kind of move
the same,
similar. Yeah. All right, so like let's go. This one to me is a little bit more interesting because I think there's a bunch of different ways we can go here, so we can spend more time here. So this is middle of the pack kind of focus, right? And these are considered kind of medium priority, not number one most important thing, but medium priority. And what are those positions?
I would say linebacker.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna say that because I'm eyeing this one cat that we have talked about before.
Okay.
That you seem to think might be a little bit too small and kind of injury prone, and that's Harold Perkins Jr.
Yeah.
I think the upside with that kid is through the roof. I put him on my medium focus because I do think he's one of those guys that needs to get in a pro team and get his body built up to handle the pros before you just throw him out there.
Okay.
So I would say linebacker because he's so versatile. He can cover tight ends, he can cover running backs, but he also can play the middle and he can play outside. So I would say linebacker because it's not alarming that we need one. But if you add one to the bunch, it could, take things to the next level.
I say interior guys. D-line, interior guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like when you have last year we went up and got Kinlaw. You got Payne coming back. You just added Settles. Not sure if they bring him back or what.
Sheldon Day or any other guy.
Even if they don't, they got the kid that we got in the draft 2 years ago.
Jazon
Newton.
Jazon, yeah, so Johnny Newton. So it's like when you have those guys, don't get me wrong, it's always room for you to bring in talent, bring in experience, bring in competitive ball players, but it's not high. It's not low.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in the middle. Like, you can go out there and get a body that could come in there and contribute.
And shock you.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And also I think like with the medium priority, I was kind of going through like how I would handle it. And with the medium priority guys, like I think there are positions, like you said, you'd feel fine going into a season with. I think there's a lot of positions like that on the team. But like, for example, if you're picking someone at 7 and you want a Sonny Styles, the room doesn't preclude you from that, right? Yeah. If you wanted to go edge, for example, which I think on paper looks pretty good, but a lot of guys on the last year of their deal, 1 year deals, that kind of thing. If you want to go edge at 7,
it still
doesn't preclude you from that. Like the only, like in terms of low priority positions, like we just talked about, like Jaden Daniels precludes me from drafting a quarterback at 7.
Period.
Because I'm like, we've got the guy, right?
And we got Mariota, the other guy.
Yeah. And so like when you look at the depth of that room, it feels very safe and secure.
Yeah.
And that's why like Taylon Green's kind of an interesting pick there.
Yeah.
I don't think any of these medium priority positions we're going to talk about are
alarming.
You could take it. You could take someone like even O-line. Like I think you could take an offensive guard. It might be a little high, but you could take him at 7.
Yeah,
and it would make that room significantly better. You know, and I guess that's where I'm at in terms of draft philosophy is like going from low priority to medium priority.
Yeah.
Like
I don't feel like it's different. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Because again, like I think Adam Peters and staff and company have done a really good job of putting this thing together, right? And so it's like, all right, we're in a good spot. We can take what we want to take.
Free agent just made us less draft dependent. Like, and that's what you want to be because I hate to break the news to all y'all. Every draft pick will not be a good pro. And that's what you have to understand. I don't care if I'm drafting him 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10. Don't matter. Like, I hate to break it to you. Half of the first rounders will not be good pros.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, I mean, you mentioned linebacker, I think a medium priority. You mentioned Harold Perkins again. Yeah, he's more of like a probably 4th, 5th, 6th round kind of guy. I think Sonny Styles could fit in there really well. Defensive tackle is really interesting to me because I think there's very specific body types. Like there's a lot of like big, heavy nose guards in this draft class.
I would say a lot of 330. A lot of guys that's 330 pounds.
But there is a guy named, what's his name? Caleb Proctor.
Oh, talking about, it's not from Bama, is it?
That's Caden Proctor.
Oh, all right.
Or Caden Proctor, Caleb Proctor. Yeah. Caleb Proctor's from southeast Louisiana.
All right.
He's 290 pounds. He ran a 4.8 at the combine and had the most sacks of any defensive tackle coming out this year, about 10.
Damn.
So if you want some like interior pass rush, maybe inside-outside flexibility, this defense kind of relies on flexibility.
Yeah.
That's not a bad little shot
there.
What,
big boy Caleb Banks from Florida.
You know he broke his foot again?
Again?
Broke his foot again.
Lord have mercy.
But listen.
Dude, he's special.
Santana, massive.
The only thing about a guy that big breaking his foot, like he got to keep himself upright.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's likely that foot is going to probably be a problem.
Yeah.
And then depending on, you get a little money, you start eating a little more, eating a little better.
He could go to the good feet store.
Yeah, go. Yeah,
you can't show him where to go because you've been lying about your toes.
No. My feet are doing very well.
You got to send him your machine.
Yeah. Listen, I've been doing so good these days. I am the happiest I've been in like 2-3 years. My feet are so good right now.
Yeah, so he needs some of that. But Caleb Banks, interesting guy, big dude, high upside. I'm not sure he'll be too high to take him at 7, probably too low.
I would say they got him slated around the 20s.
Yeah.
But like they said, it's like dating. You don't need number one person to like you.
Yeah. Any other positions you think are kind of medium priority? Linebacker I like, defensive tackle's good.
I say cornerback.
Cornerback is excellent because I think you could go Mansour Delane at 7.
Yeah.
Not even bat an eye. But I also think there's some really good football players there at 71 for you, too.
Yeah. Put it like this. No matter who you pick at 7, you just overflow the room.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
That's kind of what you want, though.
Yeah.
Yes. So it doesn't matter because all of our rooms are over medium right now. Mm-hmm. So you put another top 10 pick in a room.
You just sharpening your already knives.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Say, you got knives already and you bringing a sharpener.
If you pick Jeremiah Love at 7. Mm-hmm. I feel good about the running back room before Jeremiah in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, you just overflowed the room.
Just sharpen your knives.
Yeah. Let's go Carnell Tate at 7. Mm-hmm. All right. I like the wide receiver room. Now you just overflowed it.
Yeah. Here, let's save that conversation. Let's hit break 2 because we're going to do concentrations of high focus here in a second. And I think those positions are interesting to talk about.
Huddle up, team. It's time to call a winter audible. Because when the temps drops, the real magic kicks off in West Virginia. Think trails that crunch like game day turf, ski runs for every level of fan, and cozy cabins that won't break your budget. Trade lift line chaos for wide open slopes, hot cocoa breaks by crackling fires, and mountains dressed to impress in a blanket of pure white. So grab your squad, pack your cold weather swag, and head to almost heaven this winter. West Virginia.
I'm so tired of y'all.
It's a good read, man.
I'm just so tired of y'all, man.
That's why you ain't gonna hold on to that chain too long. You just hate so damn much.
Got it. All right. Me, LeBron, and Michael.
What? Go, because you're with the goats. I get you.
Goats, man.
I get you.
I'm finna buy a couple of goats. I'm gonna name one BB and the other one CC Winans.
Why?
Because goats whine. I'm just telling you, man. What's wrong with you? You know, isn't it strange? People really want to save money, but are so willing to toss their hard-earned coin into a 3-foot pool of disappointment. You don't need to throw your money away. All you need is your phone. Go to Geico, get a quote, and you could save $900 with your phone. It feels good to save some coin. It feels good to Geico.
Dude, love it. This is just getting so good at those.
Hated it.
All right. So let's talk about our high positions of high concentration. And Fred, you kind of alluded to it there. I do think, like, again, when you look at the roster, we could play a game tomorrow. This team could play a game tomorrow.
And compete.
But when you say, hey, where's an area where you'd like to just see a little bit more oomph? And by oomph, I mean just an influx of talent.
Just think of a root beer and how it at the top, that foam just kind of overflows out the side of that cup. That's what you want that room to look like.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So, and I think you hit the 2 that I would kind of have said also.
And this running back?
Running back and probably receiver 2.
Yeah.
And there's a multitude of ways to handle that, specifically at receiver, because like everyone says, oh, the draft. But there's also post-draft free agency.
Because there's going to be some veterans that are going to get released.
Yep.
All right, and some of them going to be cap casualties. Some of them, because of their position just got drafted, the room is too much, and they're going to let these guys go. So, yeah, it's ways to fill in those gaps.
Yeah. And I say, because it's easy for us to just go out there offensively and say, 2 position rooms that has enough talent, but can always use more. Let's talk about a room that has talent and you can never stop putting more back there. And that's safety. I think safety position, we got some talent.
Yeah.
But we know
Harris, like we got dudes.
But we know, you know what I mean? Like we saw last year when Harris went down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Revo came in and stepped in big, but it's always great to have a young, talented
somebody like Caleb Downs.
Yeah. Kid from Miami who just ran the 4.3. He plays safety. Like just having that. I mean, you need different body types. You need different skill levels. You need guys that can play inside. You need guys that can play deep.
Middle.
We had the luxury of having one guy that we didn't get a chance to, have for us probably what we expected his career to look like or be, that can play every position that known to man back there. He can be the guy in the middle. He can be the guy back deep. He can, we put him in the goal line and put him on the offense side at times when we needed to make plays. So that's how good he was. Now you don't get that many talented guys that can do all that. You need different, you know what I'm saying? You need different bodies, different skill levels. So I say safety. It's a lot of safeties in this draft.
Yeah.
And to me, I feel like we talked about low, medium. Yeah. To me, it ain't probably something that we've been hearing them yell or scream, but I won't be surprised we go out there a nice stud, that safety. You know what I mean? Yeah. One of those guys, and it could be early in the draft.
Yeah, and I think both those positions are really interesting because, like you said, Tana, like they're really deep positions. Like we just did our 3 weeks ago, I forget now, we did our drive to the draft DB breakdown. Yeah, and so that's safeties and actually linebackers. We did corners before, but I was like, man, there's a lot of really good safety players. And especially like the thing about safeties I think is so interesting is that's the way the league is going. Yeah. Kind of this positionless football. Mm-hmm. And in college, that's the position that's kind of taken that mantle is that safety big nickel spot.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I play multiple positions on defense.
Exactly right. So like you get guys who can, like, let's say we need a guy who can be like a linebacker. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Got body types like that. Guys in the post safety. Like Bud Clark, who's got range and turn the football over, right?
But see, that's what a safety that can line up anywhere does. It y'all can't undress us anymore.
It's great.
It doesn't dictate the coverage. Think about Nick Emmanriori, what he was doing in Seattle this year. Mm-hmm. They had to come to the line and say, where is he and what is he playing? Yeah. Like, there go the key about it now. If you got somebody that just totally always in the middle of the field, that's easy for y'all to figure out.
It reminds me a little bit of like when we played Green Bay in 2013. They were in dime and nickel a lot. Yeah. So you'd come to the line of scrimmage and you'd be like, and I remember, we'd be in like West. So like
y'all got to find where Child was.
And Tana's right there. And I'm like, I think 20, and you're kind of thinking about your scouting report, like 22 is the nickel and when they're in nickel, but he's also the dime. So who's this guy? Yeah. And the quarterback's like wide 80 and you're like, you're just trying to make the calls, get a communicator to the wideout.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like, man, we confused. I know he's confused.
So
that's what I'm saying. Like when you can't.
And so the thing about them, obviously, this was right after Charles Woodson left. Yeah. The thing about Green Bay,
Fields playing in front of me from Miami. Yeah. Fields was like a corner, like
was
nickel
Al
guy.
Harris still there?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
No, Al wasn't still there. Al was gone probably before Charles. Yeah. But I just remember that vividly because I remember ending up scoring on one of our best drives. But I remember saying, like, man, it's all skill positions out there. It's like so many corners and safeties, you don't know what they, you know what I'm saying?
And so now I think it's really important with these safeties, and then you get bigger guys. Like those guys were little. Now it's like, hey, this dude's 6'2", he's 210. 6'1.5", he's 215. Yeah. And so to get those different body types in there that can play the run, that can cover a little bit, I think is awesome. And I love that you brought that up, Tana, because even though maybe not glaring on paper with Will Harris and Nick Cross, like, that's the way the league's going. Yeah. So maybe that position gets a little bit more juice. Yeah. Let's double click on receiver because I think that one is fascinating to me. Yeah. Because people are talking about it at 7. They're talking about it at 71. They're talking about it at 146. Yeah. And I think the thing about receiver and safety, they're really good at the top, and they're also really deep. Yeah. So it kind of depends on how you want to handle it.
I think it depends on what's your flavor, what's your body type that you're chasing. Yeah. That'll tell me, am I taking them at 7 or am I taking them at 71?
But I also believe that, depending on how our team see their future with Terry, that's going to make them pull the trigger or say, I'll move back and get another pick. Because I can probably get somebody in the second round. Yeah. Because to me, I feel like more so going forward, we're in a great position right now. Like I say, we loaded up that receiver room for a reason with veteran play. Yeah. And you have a stud, like I say, Terry is that, he considered that stud, that alpha that can get everybody, as long as you just follow his lead, we all gonna be in good hands. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But how do I feel about his future? Do I feel like I'm gonna give him that what? It's going to be like 37 that next year.
I mean, the money's
getting ridiculous.
You see what I'm saying? So am I willing to give him 37+ million next year? Yeah. to keep him around to extend or whatever we might have to do? Because I don't think he got like one more year on the deal, right?
So I think I was just
2 more years on the deal. The third year could be voided.
So this is the second year, though.
So
this year is the second year.
The thing I was reading is after this year,
Yeah.
there's 2 receivers under contract. After this year, like that are because that year there's no guaranteed money.
Yeah, so it's no guaranteed money. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So this is really his last year on his deal this season.
Yeah.
So I get to do what I want to do with him this year. So am I planning for the future and say, let me go get me another wide receiver,
I like that.
young talented guy that I can get for cheap that can replace his production.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
What we did see is how valuable Terry was to the offense.
Yeah.
When he was not there.
Yeah.
And I think we really got to see how good he was because we had another alpha receiver to compare him with Debo.
Yeah.
And when I looked at him, I'm like, nah, Terry just hands by. He's just a better overall wide receiver than Debo is.
Yeah.
So
for what we did with him,
Yeah.
it wasn't the same with Debo. Like
Yeah,
we used Debo for plenty of other reasons, which he showed you why he's so you know what I mean, good at what he does. But it's just one of those things, man. Like you can never. I didn't even have this in my mind coming into this draft until it was said to me. And I was like, oh man, so that's why I've been hearing these talks about Cardinal Tate, because I'm like, you really do need to plan for the future if you're not going to have him around.
And you also want to make sure you got a future running mate for Jaden Daniels. And you want them to age
and you
together.
Want, bingo, you want something young. You want something young that he can, because you get any. Jaden showed us that first year, man. I can make you a stud. I can make you special.
That's a good point.
You know, a lot of guys left here and got paid for that reason. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things, man. It's gonna be interesting.
It's a good thing you brought that because this is timing.
Yeah.
It's all about timing because you're thinking about the future.
This is what we want to be at as an organization too. Thinking about GM wise. We ain't bring AP here for no reason. We didn't bring him in here just say, "Hey, I need you to get this guy, that guy." No, you trying to build for the future. Mm-hmm. So in that situation, it's not necessarily talking about building and saying we getting the best guys right now to go play today. Yeah, we want the guys to play today, but we also got to think about the moves we're gonna be making. Like we always talk about it.
Yeah,
it's chess, it's not checkers. You think about a move a year ahead that hey, we might be losing our best offensive weapon. You know what I mean? What do we have to say about that? Will we be sitting in the seat of saying we need a receiver next year?
Yeah, and now it becomes a necessity.
You don't want that.
You don't want them to be a necessity.
Yeah, and I just worry about the money of it. You know, that's the thing, because I just seeing JSN make 42.
Listen, that just turned your stomach up.
Because now I'm like, so let's just say hypothetically you don't draft someone this year. You got to extend Terry, who's going to be a big ticket now because of the market. And then you got to go pay Drake London. What's he going to want in free agency?
4 years, 150.
I know it's going to be a lot of money. So it does. The money of this is not something that I like talking about because I like talking about the players.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it is part of
the game. That's part of it.
Yeah. Like, think about it. The fastest way for you to get cut as a good athlete is to have a high price tag.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so those two are, I think, probably I'm going to say easily addressed because there's a lot of receivers and there's a lot of safeties. So if you wanted one of those guys in the draft, you'd be okay.
Yeah.
The other one is running back, and I'm having a hard time here because there's one special.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's probably maybe three other starting caliber players.
Yeah.
And then it gets
murky.
Pretty thin.
Yeah.
So like if you want to get more juice at the running back spot, kind of a higher priority position, not because the players in the room, just for like a spark and some youth.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It feels like you got to either
pull the trigger. Listen, it's one Jeremiah Love in this draft. Mm-hmm. And that usually happens. It usually like one Saquon in the draft, Bijan, Christian McCaffrey, somebody just totally different than everybody else. That don't mean they ain't going to be good pros.
Yeah.
He just got an it factor.
Yeah.
And if I already got a quarterback with the it factor, and I put a running back behind him with the it factor, as a defense, when we try to stop you, imagine a RPO with Jeremiah Love and Jedi 5.
Yeah.
That could be almost unstoppable. And do not forget that if you motion Jeremiah Love outside the backfield, he is a legit receiving threat. Mm-hmm. All right, very Christian McCaffrey-like in that. And let me tell y'all this, fans. 3 years, 0 fumbles.
That is crazy.
Jeremiah Love.
Yeah. That is crazy. Yeah, so he's a special football player. But again, if you want to add some juice, that's a little bit more difficult in my opinion. Because I think with a receiver, you go 7 or 71. A safety goes 7 or 71.
Yeah.
With running back, it's
7 or nothing.
7 and then maybe.
No. It's 7, and you still got to wait for the mercy of the first 6 picks.
That's right.
Because if I'm Tennessee,
they just need a lot. Tennessee needs a lot.
They need a lot, so it ain't no wrong pick for them. If I'm Tennessee and I got this young quarterback that I'm trying to set up for future success, they can't take but 1 or 2 players. That's Jeremiah Love in my man, either Cardinal Tate.
Yeah. No, it's true, man. It's true. So that's kind of a fun thing to think about in terms of roster construction, positions low, positions medium, positions high, and why they're high. It's not necessarily because of the players. It's because of the market, because how the draft's constructed. Yes. So a lot of factors that go into that. All right, now let's move on to our next segment, which is let's give elevator pitches. 2 truths and a smoot. Draft edition brought to you by the U.S. Army. Be tested, but not just on paper. Be strong and more than muscle. Be courageous and supported by a mighty team. Be all you can be. Visit GoArmy.com to learn more. Okay. Ready to go? So you understand what we're doing?
I'm
so
ready
we're each going to give a take.
Yeah.
And one of these is going to be a smoot take, which means it's going to be hot. It's going to be spicy.
Yeah.
Fastball.
Most definitely.
105 miles an hour.
That's what I throw gas.
Gasolina. All right, here we go. So give your best elevator pitch as to why/why not the Commanders should trade back at 7. Tan, you want to start us off?
I think, you say elevator.
Yeah, pitch. So 30 seconds, right? Like you're in a meeting. We're sitting in front of the board of directors. CEO, here we go.
HBO Max, we need to know why we're selling. What the?
Dude, I'm ready. What do we got? He did the little... Sorry, that's my bad.
Commander fans, what do you want? Do you want something explosive? Do you want something that's, in my Fred voice, do you want something that's proven? But I think we have all that. I think right now when you see what we have in this draft or what we have in the free agency guys that we pick, we have proven players. We have guys that we can go to war with right now. Should we overload the ship or should we trade out? And go and get that guy that can be a difference maker for now and the future. So, Commander fans, tell me why? Why not us? Why we can't move back and get that guy?
I got like chills a little bit.
My stomach's sick.
That's good, though. That was good. I'm not going to do a crazy voice, but so for me, trading back, I'm going to say this is why we're going to do it.
All right.
Okay. So we're going to do it because I don't know if, again, Jeremiah Love's a beast. Yeah. Cornell Tate's a beast. Downs is a beast.
Sonny Styles.
Beast. They're all beasts, right? But I do think, like we just talked about, positions of priority, positions of not. I always think, and I might be wrong, 2 players are often better than one.
Always.
Right?
Yep.
So we can trade back into that 15 spot, draft a Keldrick Falk or a Delane or one of these guys, right?
Yeah.
Have him nice in there, and then get a stud receiver at the top of the second, because this receiver class is deep.
Yeah.
Cooper, Bernard, who you want, man. Let's fill some needs. And then at 71, that becomes a luxury pick.
Yeah.
Great running back value if you want to add a running back.
Mike Washington.
There he is right there. And so now all of a sudden, we've kind of touched on a lot of things we need with some good football players.
Yeah.
Did we lose the blue chipper? Maybe, but I always think, man, getting a better football team, which if you look at the Super Bowl teams last 2 years, especially on defense,
super team,
they're deep.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of pieces there. I think it affords you an opportunity to do that. That's why I think probably trading back there. Not a bad, you like that?
I actually did like that. Kind of threw a curveball.
Get your water.
Yeah.
What's that old thing? It's like Sellers Win. What is that movie? Gosh, Art of the Deal.
Art of the Deal.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a good line. I thought you were about to do something like that.
No. I just, before you spit fire as a dragon, I had to make sure I had to cool it down a little bit. All right. Here we go.
All right, what we got?
Commanders fans.
Okay.
Let's be real.
All right.
Sitting at 7, yeah, it feels so good. But what happens when Mendoza goes 1? What happens when Arvell Reese goes 2? What happens when Sonny Styles end up a New York Giant? What happens when everybody you want at 7, like Jeremiah Love, got a new home in Tennessee? What happens? I'm going to tell you what happens. I'll put that pickup truck in reverse and I bag up to pick 14. All right? And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do at 14. All right? You talked about Kendrick Falk. I really like him.
Yeah.
Like Delaney, the tight end from LSU.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he look good with a Washington Commanders uniform on? Rocking that 1?
Dude, what about your guy, Kenyon Sadiq?
Oh, I love me some Sadiq, but you said I'm filling the room up too much. If I put him in the room, him and Chick the same guy.
Yeah.
But Tanner talked about it. All right? We planning for the future. So why not let him be part of the future, Kenyon Sadiq? All right? You also said he can line up in the slot. You said he's very versatile. How about we were more 11 personnel than you think? Like you said with yours, it takes a team. And you look at Seattle team, they were good everywhere, not great anywhere. All right? Good everywhere, not great anywhere. So as I put that truck in reverse and I make that pick at 14, now I done got this second round pick. Now it's chance to dance. Now I get to dance, all right? Because in the second round, now I can go legit at wide receiver. I can go get whatever running back we feel that's left. I can.
And people forget about Lemon. They forget about Tyson.
Malachi Lemon.
Yeah.
I think Malachi Lemon has a chance probably to be the best
Yep.
wide receiver in this draft. Do he got crazy looking eyes? Yeah. Right? And we all seen that. But I'm not worried about this. I want players. And one thing about the draft, it's like shooting dice. All right? Just because I got 7 picks don't mean all 7 gonna hit. So the more picks that I get in the draft, the more chance I got a chance of drafting a long-time pro. All right? And that's what I want. I don't care what round I get that long-time pro in. I just need shots at it. I need shots. The only way for me to go to the All-Star game in baseball is for me to get in the hitter's box and at least hit 4 out of the 10 so I can go to the All-Star game. So I need more chances to strike gold. So now put that 18-wheeler in reverse, get some picks for it, and let's see the magic happen.
All right. I respect that, Fred.
Like it, man.
Thank you.
I know we were talking about half the time, but I was in on it. Whatever we were saying, I was in on it. I was in on it.
Products.
All right. So give your best elevator pitch.
Yeah.
On a top 15 draft prospect that might not live up to the
We're
hype.
not calling names, are we?
I think we are. So this is what I'll say. And this is not an elevator pitch. Just before this even starts. Anytime, Fred says it all the time. Anytime you draft anybody, there's a risk that they don't hit.
Yeah.
So everyone talks about, oh, hey, Sonny Styles or Jeremiah Love.
It's a great chance that he stinks.
Because Sonny Styles is playing one of the harder positions in football, off-ball linebacker.
Yep.
That's tough. Position flexibility, right? Caleb Downs, is he big enough? Is he fast enough, right?
Yeah.
Maui Noah from Miami, right? Like there's all these question marks. So we're just going to pick a guy that may or may not make it. A little bit of a question.
What if you twist it?
Yes.
Instead of like a guy that won't make it, it's a guy that you feel most sure
I like that a little bit better. Yeah.
is not as,
Yeah.
the experience is not as bad.
So we're gonna go with the guy that we think going to make it?
Yeah. That we feel good about it. Yeah.
All right, so we ain't alienating nobody.
We talking about 7?
7.
Yeah.
Top 15 that we feel that it doesn't even be picked for us. Just a guy in the top 15 picks that you feel like is a
Can't miss.
just knock that thing out of the park.
All right. Well, y'all should be tired of me talking about mine.
Who you talking about? Seriously, who you?
Hold on, let me look.
I'm gonna beat y'all to the punch, and you might say I'm biased, but I'm saying Bane.
Dude, you know what's funny is if you would have said, "What is Tana going to say here?"
Yeah.
I would have put my house
On Bane.
on Bane.
Yeah, he tired of the Bane. Hey.
I'm tired of the hate, but not so much I'm tired of hate. I just see a kid that has wielded his way from day one. Like,
Because you followed him the whole time.
yeah, his dad played ball at my high school. When I was a 9th grade, his dad was a senior.
Stop it. Are
His
you
dad
serious?
his dad was a damn good offensive lineman. I'm talking about one of the best he was one of the best in the state of Florida at the time. I know for sure he was one of the best in the county. But I've always heard this little Bane, them talking about him from when he was yay high. And then to see him go through high school, dominate, go through college and just get better every year.
Yeah.
And then now it's his time to shine on that big stage, and they trying to find a reason why now he should
That's
be up
what the
there.
draft process
when he just
is.
went out there and showed you that he's going to dominate. So I think I like it a little bit that he's getting so much hate and so much flack because those are guys that normally pan out. The guys that the teams or the analysts say that, well, this guy's that much better.
Prospect.
This guy has proven to you his play has spoke. He hasn't spoke. His play has showed you why he deserves a top 15 pick, why he deserves a top 10 pick, if you ask me. And so I think he's one of those guys. And he just so happened to be a Hurricane.
And get what? Falling ain't always bad.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll say this too. I went back and watched 3 or 4 games of Bain the other day just because I was like, what? Like, what is he?
Yeah.
Dude is
His
a
game record is
good football player.
Yeah.
And you know what you can bet on?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, someone who's good at football.
Yeah.
And so, like, I like that pick quite a bit because, like, you watch the thing about him too is everyone says, oh, he's this big, heavy guy. He's got great bend. He's got great feel. Plays with great power and strength. Like, I don't know.
I think also, too, he's a student of the game.
Yeah.
And when you watch Jason Taylor get with him these past few years, and then they brought D-Lou. D-Lou did more of the guys in the interior. Both of those guys are NFL greats, greats at their position, respectfully. But you saw his game transition and become a pro. Like I'm watching him last year, and I remember the year before he wasn't on the field for us that much, his junior year. And I'm sitting there saying, like, last year showed what we was missing in him the year before. Yeah. But it was just something different about everything. And to me, I give a lot of credit to Jason and those guys, preaching this is what you need to do more. You saw the NFL style play, them bending and using their hands and keeping that motor going when they, pass the quarterback and the quarterback scrambling, retracing and going to get the guys, stand committed to their lanes, their gap responsibility, stuff of that nature. So I was watching a young pro in the making, you know what I mean? So that's why I have a lot of conviction.
Right, that was long. That was a little longer than an elevator hype, but it was good because Tana was speaking from
to the heart.
Yeah, to the heart. Yeah. Right. You want to go?
Yeah, my guy did not play this year. My guy had to sit out and watch all the other ballers go out there and make play. Yes, my guy did not play a play this year in college, and he's about to go first round.
Who is that?
Jamon McCoy. All right, cornerback for Tennessee. If you turn on his film from 2 years ago, all you see is a baller, shot caller. This dude makes plays in his sleep. This dude, let me tell you something.
He's a big fella now.
He's tall. He's long. He's aggressive. He yappy. He goes get the ball back. He's a golden retriever. That's what I call a corner that can go steal that ball back. Edge. He plays with such an edge, and that's what I really do love. A guy that enjoys the game of football. You watching a guy that tells you right now everything you need to know. The guy broke his foot before the season, set back, and watch the season go by. He's still going top 15. So what does that tell you about his skill set?
I think he tore his ACL just to get that little housekeeping there, but he was hurt. I'm not going to take away from go ahead.
He's a baller.
Yeah.
All right, and mark my word, whoever drafts this kid, he will soon be your number 1 corner. If not this year, the year after. He's that dude. He can play the game of football.
Okay, so my turn to make a pitch?
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of players that I like a lot, but I'm going to go Sonny Styles.
I love Sonny Styles. Lord,
I like 6'5", 244. Ran a 4.46 at the combine.
Just incredible Hulk.
43-inch vertical. 11.2 broad. That's good. Good athlete, obviously. One of the best in the history of the NFL combine. But the film is excellent.
Yeah.
And I look at how he plays instinctively at the linebacker position after playing there for 1 season.
Yeah.
This was his first year playing linebacker. He played safety before. Yeah. And I think to myself, like, he can cover in the slot.
Yep.
He can rally under as a hook defender. He can blitz. He's physical. He's smart. Like, I just see a guy there that, again, off-ball linebacker's tough, but I believe in Sonny Styles. I believe in that skill set. I believe in that athlete. I believe in the pedigree. Yeah. It's all checked off, man.
Yeah.
So, Sonny Styles is my guy.
And him playing beside Orville Reese, you could barely tell the difference between the two. That tells you everything you need to know, because one is wearing 8, the other one wearing 0. They look the same. They almost the same height. Just monster, man. That's a monster.
And so this is always a fun thing to do. You guys, why don't you leave your arguments as to why we should or should not trade back in the comments? Leave us a comment about a player you think is going to live up to the hype in the top 15. But in the meantime, we're going to take a break before we finish our elevator pitches.
All right. Huddle up, Commanders fans. The Commanders' golden Pass raffle operated by the Virginia Lottery gives you the chance to win the ultimate fan experience. That means tickets, VIP treatment, special appearances by Washington legends, and much, much more. Limited tickets available, so visit valottery.com/commanders to enter the raffle today. That's valottery.com/commanders and break.
They say you work defines who you are. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, you're clocking in. Well, what happens on the weekend? What happens to your time? You could take it easy, or you could use that time to get better. In the U.S. Army, we think differently. Your time should be used to improve the skills you do have, to learn some you don't, to push yourself in new ways, because it's those days that truly define who you are. That's how you make progress. That's how you make an impact on the world around you. It's your time. How you spend it's up to you. It's your time. The U.S. Army Reserve. All right, back to the elevator. Mm-hmm. We've done a good job so far, I think, making pitches for these players. So let's give us your best elevator pitch on why the Commanders should draft the best player available and not just based on position of need.
Oh, because AP went and cooked. And when your chef is cooking, you don't bring stuff in his kitchen that he don't want. Mm-hmm. Right? It's simple as that. He set us up for best player available, and I know he did it intentionally, to the point that we, the fan base, we, the ex-players, don't have a clue who we draft. Yeah. Because he didn't leave no breadcrumbs. The chef just got in there, and I always tell people, let grandma cook. And sometimes you have to be patient when you do that, right? You have to be patient when you do that. And that's why you let people work. Everybody wants to critique you before you finish getting your job done, to the point when you don't make them happy that they want to lash out to you, want to say certain things. Relax. Let AP continue to do what he's doing, because he's really set us up for best player available. And that's what we're taking. You are welcome.
Well, we heard them all last year. And people nag, and they nag, and they nag. We need to be younger. We're too old. So guess what he did? When that doggone clock struck, he went out there and got youth. Yep. He got small. He got younger. He got stronger. He got faster in the free agency. And say, guess what? Now, when it comes draft time, we ain't got to go after nobody. We don't have to reach, and that's what you want. It's too many years I've been here as a former player and now sitting in this seat where I see us reaching. We reaching. Put your hand back, boy. We reaching. Put your hand back, boy. Because we had to. It was a necessity. This year, we don't have none. All we doing is adding, like I said before, we bringing a sharpener in for already dull knives. Yeah. And some of them ain't dull. Some of them already sharp and ready to go. Yeah. So I just feel like we're sitting in the best position that we could be, you know? You know, they asked for it. He went out there and got it. And now we sitting in the seat that we sitting in. Anybody we bring in is going to be best for what we trying to add to what we got.
Championship teams don't depend on rookies.
That's true. And I will say this too. So like anytime you're trying to fill a need, you tend to reach on players. Like let's say we didn't go out and draft an edge rusher, or we didn't do in free agency to get all these edge rushers, right?
You would have drafted somebody.
Whoever, let's say I don't love Keldrick Falk as an example. Yeah. I got to take him at 7 to fill a need.
Especially if the other 3 are gone.
Correct, right? So what I'd say there is like we now can look at this board and say, we can handle a Jeremiah Love. We can handle a Carnell Tate. We can handle a edge rusher if they fall, because we can take the best person on our board, and that's why it's so valuable. All right, so this is one that I think is going to be a lot of fun, and fans, you should do this one too. Leave a comment. Give your best elevator pitch for who you would get hyped for the Commanders to draft. So like this is like perfect world, perfect scenario. I think I know Tana's already, just because he has been a Reuben Baines stan since the beginning. Rightfully so, because he's a good football player. Yeah. But Fred,
who was your dream pick, basically? That's what you're saying out of the draft.
Do you want me to go first?
Go first.
Okay, so for me, it's a young man from Texas Tech, 15 sacks last year, 77 pressures. Yeah. Ran a 4.5 at the combine, and has every pass rush move you could think of in the book. He's got a great feel for getting after quarterbacks. And how do you make a quarterback uncomfortable? You get pressure on the quarterback. No one in college football did it better than David Bailey. Yeah. I want him here.
Specialist.
I want him rushing the passer. I want him affecting the quarterback, because what do quarterbacks who are affected by the rush do? Yeah. They give you turnovers, fumbles, interceptions, batted balls. I want that juice. Mm-hmm. I want the Ricky Bobby of this draft in this defense.
Oh, nice. I want to pair up a kid with Jedi 5.
What are you going to say?
Named Jedi 4. Jeremiah Love.
Jedi 4?
Yeah, he wear the 4. he wears the 4.
Do you ever watch his underclassmen film? He's wearing that 12.
Yes.
It looks. I'm like, who is that?
Yeah, but then he put that 4 on.
It looks different.
Then it looks so good. Listen, this guy's the best running back in the draft. Hands down, not even close. He puts you in the mind of Bijan. He puts you in the mind of Saquon. He puts you in the mind of these game breakers. And I'm telling you right now, we just watched the Super Bowl where Kenneth Walker won the MVP. The best way to get your offense to rolling and never stopping is to get you a runner. The best runner in this one is Jeremiah Love. I can see the whole stands after he scored, just holding up their heart. I'm telling you right now, all right? Think about this, Logan. If I had to say best quarterback, running back duos, if we got Jeremiah Love, how many running back duos are better?
Quarterback, running back duos?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts and Saquon will be up there.
Yeah,
all right?
I mean, but that's...
But see, then you look at the Falcons, and they don't even know who the quarterback is.
Maybe like Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey?
That's what I'm talking about. So you giving your guy a 10-year game breaker. Somebody to take, when you say take the pressure off a quarterback, nothing's easier for a quarterback than to hand that rock off and watch somebody rock and roll magic 25 times a game. And don't forget, we're going to throw it to him another 5 because he can play slot receiver. Jeremiah Love.
Oh, man. This dude here, dog. Did he not sound like a used car salesman?
Yeah, come on, this guy ain't got but $100,000.
That boy said, Jeremiah.
It's funny, man.
I got a quote.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to use.
Okay.
You merely was born in the dark. You merely adopted the dark.
Yep.
I was born in it.
Bang.
Bane. And
This deep.
You know what's funny, though?
Yeah.
Is I'd be excited about Love, Bailey, Bane.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about picking at 7. There's lots of good football players.
Somebody
Yep.
good gonna fall to you right there.
And you're gonna be really excited
That
about
boy
it.
say I was born in the dark.
So those are our elevator pitches. And those are our 2 truths and a smoot. Oh, Great job by Smoot, being very smooty there. Yeah. But in the meantime, that's going to be it for today's show. And if you guys want more draft coverage, we're taking you all the way up to the draft. But for today's show, that's it. The Command Center podcast was filmed at the Big Bear AI Command Center studio. Big Bear AI offers mission-ready AI for a rapidly evolving world, proudly protecting the Washington Commanders and its fans.